Hello everyone, my name is Nightshade. Today I'm going to be starting a let's play of a game from my childhood. This is called Dark Cloud. This is an old game for the PS2. It has a really good storyline to it. I really liked this when I was a kid, and I hope that everyone here will like it too. So, let's get into it. A book was found in some old ruins. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. A world with two moons illuminating the sky. The many dazzling adventures of a young boy. But whether or not this is a true story, do you believe in the story woven in the book? Maybe it's a fantasy that existed only in a boy's heart. Let me tell you this story this ancient book tells of. A magical, magnificent fairy tale. And the hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is... Alright, so here's where we get to pick our name. Just for the sakes of me keeping this for show. We're gonna go with my name. Dark Shrine. Really love the soundtrack for this game. You've gathered quite a few of them. I had a hard time finding dancers with the right qualifications. Look at them. Their dance of blood. Mixing the blood of witches with that of humans is the key to breaking the seal. However, I do have some problems. Problems? In order to proceed good materials, you need adequate... I see. I'll pay you extra. That should solve your problem, huh? Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh, yeah. So when will it happen? Very soon, sir. Let us enjoy the ceremony till it is time. Like, sir, did you... Legend of the Dark Genie sealed in the urn? Of course. How much money do you think I put into acquiring this urn? I've been waiting for this for years, and now its legendary power is mine. "400 years ago, the Genie of Darkness appeared in the east, and with its evil power the world was burnt away. What do you intend to do with such frightening power in your hands? You'll see." I'm gonna get these voices fucked up so many times. Yes, sir, so it seems. Well, it's quite different than I imagined. Ancient Dark Genie, this is it. Hey, who are you guys? Welcome back, Genie of Darkness. I broke the seal and released you, therefore I am your master. Oh, is that right? Whatever, fine. Yes, that's right. I haven't eaten in over 400 years. Darn, I have to find something. I need food. Got you. Oh dear. Stop it! Help! Guess it doesn't have to pay the guy anymore. Oh. Delicious. Hi, how are you today? Nightshade, it's already started. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I told you should have hurried. Come on, we're late. I'm a staff member this year, so I have to go. Sorry. She left you, Nightshade. Hurry up. Look at the insects squirm about. Hi there. Can you hear me? Open your eyes. Wake up! Hey! Oh. I am the Fairy King. I'm the entity that unites all of nature's spirits. Listen well, young one. Something bad has happened. Men blinded by greed have revived the Dark Genie. This Dark Genie is terribly powerful. Its power is so great that it could destroy the entire world. You saw it, your own village being destroyed right before your eyes. Not just your village in a flash, many villages and towns were destroyed. In one night, half of your world was annihilated. It must be the men from the east that performed the resurrection ceremony. Probably thinking to use its black demon power for war without realizing how frightening it is. It is darkness, pure darkness itself. Long ago, this so-called Dark Genie almost destroyed the entire world. Its malevolence is that great. The bad thing is that it has the same type of magic power as us spirits. Unfortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it. Young man, I see that you have a strong will that could withstand the evil power. Also a clear, kind heart. You might be able to fight against the darkness it generates. I decided to stake our fate on you. Let me bless you with power. There, surprised? That's called Altamilia. It's a stone with a magical power. Oh, don't look that way, boy. I'll explain now. It might get too bright for your eyes for a moment. Fair warning. Do you know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your village. But do not lose heart. As long as you have that stone, you can return it to its original form. You see, just before the village was destroyed by that genie, I saved the buildings and people by sealing them into spheres called Atla. It seems those Atla were scattered all around by its tremendous magic power. They were probably blown to different places around the world. It probably thinks everything is destroyed. You must restore the world, for it realizes what happened. Absorb that which I sealed in Atla using the Atlamilia, and bring them back. Then you'll be able to restore the world to its original form. You may even be able to create an even better world than before. You don't seem to understand anything I'm saying. Oh well, I'll give you another lesson when you acquire some Atla. So long. Nightshade, can you hear them? You should be able to hear them. Voices of the wind, voices of the trees, voices of the animals, and the voices of Earth. They are all calling for your help. Nightshade, you will probably meet and say goodbye to many people. In talking to these people, you may receive clues to defeating the darkness. Look for them. Now, Nightshade, your adventure will begin. First, go to the village chief's house. He'll show you where to go next. Alright, so I'm gonna play through the tutorial for the first episode. So we're gonna run through one dungeon, one floor of the dungeon, and we'll see where we're gonna go from there. Ah, Nightshade, you are alive. Seems like we're the only ones in the village that survived. We never dreamt this had happened. One night our village is gone. Can you believe this, Nightshade? I feel so helpless. I, the mayor of the village, can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now? Sounds like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. Completely incompetent. I guess the only thing we can do is to get help from the guardian of No Rune Village. Dran. Dran will not abandon us. He'll help us for sure. I have a favor to ask, Nightshade. Go to the Divine Beast Cave and tell Dran what happened. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside towards your right side. You've probably seen it before. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. And it's got one thing right. This is the cave key. I put the things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get carried away. If you get in trouble in there, come back here. I'll get you some more supplies. Good luck. Alright, let's go see what he means by the cave has changed. This game is kind of like a dungeon delver. Every time we go in, the floors change shape. Big hole. Use items with square. I'm gonna use the cave key. Divine Beast Cave. So it says here we've got 8 orbs to find. These are the Atla. Ah, Fairy King. It's for real this time, Nightshade. From here on, you will be put to the true test. First, conquer this wretched Divine Beast Cave and find Dran's lair. That's your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight in the dungeon. First, to advance to the next floor in a dungeon, acquire a gate key for the door leading to the next floor. Each dungeon has a different gate key. For the Divine Beast Cave, look, Dran's crest will be the gate key. The gate key is almost always carried by a monster in the dungeon. You must defeat the monster to acquire the gate key. Since you can't tell which one has the key, you just have to defeat them all one by one. Next, I'll tell you about how to return to ground level rather than advancing to the floor below. To return to ground level, mind connect with me. In other words, speak with your mind. When you do this, I will transport your body to ground level. Just select Leave Dungeon from the main menu. But be aware, if there are monsters left on the floor, the Mind Connect won't work. It will be blocked by their evil energies. In such case, use your item Escape Powder to get out on your own. The No Rune Village Chief has lots of it, so be sure to get it before you go. You can also mind connect with me when you go through the gate to the next floor of a dungeon. When you re-enter the dungeon, you can start at the next new levels, so you don't have to worry about losing progress. Next, it's on to weapons. Be aware that weapons are breakable. The more you use a weapon, the more it wears, and finally it breaks. Broken weapons will disappear. To prevent weapons from breaking, Use the item Repair Powder. It will restore their weapon HP. The longer you use a weapon by repairing, the more magic it absorbs from monsters and thus becomes stronger. It's said that when a weapon reaches its full strength, it can change into a more powerful form. Keep that in mind. Oh, I cast a special spell on the dagger you have, so it'll never disappear. But all the new weapons you will get during the quest will disappear once they break, so be careful. Don't waste your hard work by letting a weapon break and disappear. Finally, the important stuff. The Sphere Atla, where I protected and sealed the fragments of the world. If you see an Atla, don't hesitate to touch it. You can absorb the contents of the Atla into Atlamilia by touching it. When you return to the surface, you will be able to begin reassembling these fragments of the world. Oops, today's lesson ran a little long. That's it for the lecture today. Now, Nightshade, show me your true ability on this quest. Antidote amulet. Alright, so if we get poisoned, we can have this in our hotbar up top. Use it to cure any poison. Three Atla in one room? Ow. Gotta admit, that's even a first room. Figures. Just a fence post. Oh, got a person. Let's see. I know there's one more in this room. Here we are. Oh. Why I turned around. Huh? Don't recall it being that easy to take out a bat. Usually I need something long range to do that. Trees. Oh, antidote drink. Okay. Targeting. Okay, they do a lot of damage. I wonder if I can find some oil for that cart. Let's see. Oh, got the map. Awesome. Now we can see how big the dungeon first floor. Relatively small, actually. One of these chests should have a compass in it, showing us where we can find all of our stuff. Sorry, magic crystal, not a compass. Playing too many dungeon delvers lately. Alright. Oh, we got the gate key. Alright, before I continue, I need... Whoa, that was close. Need a heal. Do I have any... just some bread. That'll work. That's for health. Do I have any repair powder? Don't really want to waste this on the dagger, but I don't have much choice. Alright. See what we got in this Atla here. River. Fine. See what we got in here. Fire. That'll actually come in handy later. Mako's house. Awesome. So once we get out of here, I can actually bring out the house and Mako, and we can talk to the guy. For a dasher, he hasn't been doing very much dashing. Okay, I can now upgrade my dagger. Wrong button. So if we go into weapons, we can actually go here. Let's customize this. Down here we have all of our attributes, attack, endurance, speed, and magic power. Here we can choose which elements we want to active. Well, we just got wind right now. Then we can also, different types of monsters. We can have different items we can put into these two slots to make it more powerful against plants, rocks, marines, metal. Or we can even take this here and give it more element. So, fire. There. So now we have fire, we can also activate that. And if we upgrade, it'll actually absorb that fire gem. Like so. Now it's dagger +1. I can go into attribute and select which one we want active. So we can have either fire or wind. I'm gonna go with fire for now. I think some of these guys are actually weaker to fire. Yeah, that's better. Oh, poisoned. Okay, so I am actually going to put this. Defense against enemies' poison attack will rip after extensive use. Let's put that there. That'll actually give us better resistance. And take that antidote. I'm actually gonna get thirsty right away. Yeah, you can get dehydrated in this game. So we're gonna drink that water. Should be one more Atla in this room. Now we've collected everything on this floor, I can go and open the next door. I can either go to the next floor or I can temporarily leave dungeon. But we're gonna leave the dungeon for now. The Fairy King! Haha, seems like you finally came back with some Atla. Very well then, I shall teach you as I promised. The pieces sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand where the power of the Atlamilla resides. Buildings and people that were sucked into the Atlamilla, yeah. There's a typo. Will be restored to their original form. Once you bring them back to the ground level, you arrange them as you wish. By going back and forth between the dungeon and ground level, you can restore the Earth to its original form. That's your mission. As one who was granted the power of the Atlamillia. Now let us move on. This may get a bit technical. If you want to place buildings, etc., press the select button while walking. Go to edit mode. Press the select button again to return to walking mode. In edit mode, you can reassemble buildings that have fallen apart. Place them on the ground. Seeing is believing. Try it yourself. Must be faster than listening to my lecture. Oh yes, and if you ever forget the things I teach you, use this. Give us a manual. It's a guide for using Atlamillia. I never realized the game had the typos. Sometimes it's Atlamilla, sometimes it's Atlamillia. And other things I wrote it for beginners like you. Manual can be selected from the main menu. Read it really carefully. Okay, I leave the world's reconstruction to you. I'll be watching. So long. What a douche. Leaving all this on a child. Alright. Let's try this out. Let's see. Configure some stuff. We've got Mako's house here. So let's go ahead and take Mako. Put him in the slot. No. Okay, actually take his house. And put it in. Now let's see. Where is he? We're just gonna take some of his food. Where is he? It's weird. Oh, there you are. Ah, Nightshade, I missed you, man. Your smile really brightens my day. Tell me, how do you rebuild your house? Look, don't forget to expand my room and the barbell. Put that outside. How do you want me to rebuild the town? Fighting is what a man should live for. It's a basic fact of life, right? Okay, so basically what he means by that is he wants to be next to the cave. So, you saw all the question marks. If I go to configure assembly, now there's more slots in the house. Alright. Alright, that's it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow we'll go a little deeper into the dungeon. And I'll see you guys then.